Hey folks, thanks for joining me once again. Well, this time around, we're going to be having a look at a brew from Chico, California, in the United States of America. It's Sierra Nevada Sidecar Orange Pale Ale, which comes in at 5.3% alcohol by volume. Now, I believe they call it an orange pale ale because they actually use orange peel in the kettle and in the fermenter. Now, I imagine this would complement the blend of fruity hops that they generally use in all their brews very nicely. So yeah, I think we're in for a real treat here today, folks. Well, at least I'll satisfy my curiosity. All right, so I'll grab the trusty BB Barfly bottle opener and I'll crack off the cap. Some nice smoke there, and I'll pour it out into the Spiegelau tulip glass. All right. So we can tell it's going to be, well, I think it's going to be a special beer because I'm using the Spiegelau tulip glass. All right, so a nice pour there. Let's get a look at the color on this one. Okay, get it real close to camera for you. Well, as you can see, it's quite effervescent, and as far as the appearance goes, it's very much on the amber spectrum, and it's somewhat hazy as well. But I got to say, it looks very enticing, and yeah, we got a nice frothy off-white head there as well. Yeah, so it does look rather appealing. Now onto the aroma. Okay. Well, the aroma isn't as overwhelming as I was expecting. There's definitely, a hint there of orange rind. Yeah, a little bit of yeastiness. Yeah, and rather faint, sort of piney aroma too. But yeah, definitely not what I was expecting. Yeah, I was yeah, really expecting a lot more as far as the aroma went. But anyhow, that brings us to the most important part of the review, the taste test. So let's dive into this one. Cheers to you all, folks. Hmm. All right, well, yeah, definitely finishes quite crisp. Yeah, you can definitely taste those hops there. Got a very nice hop bite to it. Um, yeah, there's definitely the presence of malts there as well. Yeah, definitely tasting some Brady malts that are lingering in the palate too. But it's very well balanced, and yeah, I'm compelled to have another gulp straight away. Hmm. All right, well, it's certainly holding that taste profile, although I'm not really getting an overpowering or even really hugely sort of noticeable taste of oranges there. I mean, it's definitely quite hoppy, but yeah, that orange flavor is still, if you really, dig for it, yeah, quite muted, quite, yeah, faint and in the background. But yeah, I mean, as far as drinkability goes, it's certainly quite drinkable. And at 5.3% ABV, um, you could probably session it. Probably not as much as you would session, say, a lager that's at the same ABV, but yeah, you could certainly have a few of these and get quite pleasantly toasted. All right, so that brings us to the price point, where generally in Australia, yeah, they fail miserably. A six pack of this was, from memory, around about the $25 mark, which is absolutely ludicrous in my opinion. But that unfortunately almost seems to be the norm now when it comes to craft beer. I mean, you can in fact pay a lot more depending on where you go. I mean, at least you know you're going to get probably the best price if you go to somewhere like Dan Murphy's. Anyway, enough babbling about this. It's time to have the final gulp and give it a score out of 10. Hmm. All right, well, all in all, it's not a terrible brew. It's a little underwhelming. Yeah, sure, there's a bit of sort of orange flavor there, but yeah, I mean, if you weren't aware, then you probably wouldn't really make a big thing of it. You know, in a blind taste test, I would dare say, but it's okay. But yeah, I mean, for Sierra Nevada, I would yeah expect something a lot better, something mind-blowing, something almost in the earth-shattering realms. So, in terms of a score out of 10, I would give Sierra Nevada's Sidecar Orange Pale Ale a 7.5 out of 10. So there you go, folks, a 7.5 out of 10 for this brew. I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the rest of this, and hopefully I'll be back again real soon with another review for you all. So until next time, fare thee well, all.